Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. Swatch, Omega. You're screwing up badly. All right, we'll get there. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a Swatch Omega MoonSwatch. Not just any MoonSwatch, but a Moonshine Gold Pink Moon MoonSwatch. And I waited 11 hours in Ginza, Tokyo to get this watch. Now, I wouldn't want to do it again, but it really wasn't that bad. I went with my friend Mark. Wow, I'm gonna wait in line for a MoonSwatch.
Just don't get any on the floor.
What's that?
It is a dirty joke.
We had lawn chairs, we had a few drinks in hand, and the time kind of flew by, and you can drink on the streets of Tokyo, which is kind of cool. And look, it's not like you could set up a lawn chair in the middle of Ginza any old time. The police would probably come and tell you to leave, but we got a free pass to do it, and I got this out of the deal. And what do I think of this watch? Well, it's a fun watch. I really like it. I'm not selling it, I'm not hoarding it, I'm wearing it. And what I think about it in detail is probably material for another video. But why I'm making this video today is they just released the 4th iteration of this watch for the Strawberry Moon, and it's terrible. And just to catch you up, the first Moonshine Gold MoonSwatch had the beautiful Moonshine Gold chronograph hand. And then this is the 2nd iteration, the Pink Moon, the 2nd iteration, symbolizing the pink moon, and you get the pink loom, and of course that beautiful gold chronograph hand. Now, the 3rd iteration is when it starts to go awry, and that's the flower moon. And you have flower graphics on the chronograph hand. And in my opinion, it looks terrible. It makes it look cracked, and it obstructs the beautiful gold, which is the whole point of it. And things have gotten even worse with the Strawberry Moon. Now, this of course is my opinion, but let me first tell you what I was predicting. I thought that they would have little dots symbolizing the seeds on a strawberry and red loom. No, they just have little graphics of strawberries, and it looks terrible. And if I was waiting in line, I would be a little bit sad. And it looks like this going forward is what they're going to do. Little graphics on the chronograph hand, and you know, there's a buck moon coming that'll probably have a deer on it, and the sturgeon moon, there'll be a fish graphic. And I think the only one that I would be interested in getting would be the blue moon, which I'm hoping will have blue loom and nothing else. Again, I don't want anything obstructing the gold on that 24-hour hand. I mean, it's like buying a watch with a display case back, and then there's a bunch of writing on the back, right? Grand Seiko, hello? You guys do that? Don't do that, okay? Don't obstruct the very thing that you're trying to showcase, all right? So why am I making this video? Just because I'm kind of surprised. But I mean, I think when they first came out with this whole Moonshine Gold thing, I think it was just that 1st iteration, and then I think they kind of had this idea that, oh, we've got different names for different moons throughout the year, let's make it a theme thing. But then the whole problem with that is you have to differentiate them, and how I would do that, I can't tell you, but how they have chosen to do it with the flower moon and the strawberry moon, is a bit cringy. And so there you go. That's my opinion. Now, let me know what you think about the 4 different variations. What I think is going to be interesting is to see what they sell for on the gray market, and will a hierarchy emerge? Now, of course, I'm biased, I've got this, but if I were just looking to get one of these watches and pay the premium, hitting eBay, I would be going for the original or this one. There's something really beautiful about the original, by the way. But will there be, you know, a hierarchy, and will the original be the one that goes for the most? What about this one? Will this, you know, it's got a little bit something extra over the original with that red loom, but of course this is the 2nd, right? It's not the original. So there's something kind of special about that. What I wouldn't be going for is the flower moon, or especially not the strawberry moon. Maybe the women will like the strawberry moon, but it'll be interesting to see if it emerges a sort of hierarchy among these. And if I had to predict it, I would say probably the most desirable will be the original, followed by this, followed by the flower moon, followed by the strawberry moon. They're getting worse and worse, right? Let me know what you think about this. All right, I'll leave you with this. Now, if you don't have this, are you out of luck? Do you have to either go without or pay a premium for it? Maybe, but look, this is not Rolex we're talking about. This is a profit-driven, publicly traded company, and they want their profit. And my guess is that next year they're going to do it all again, and if you didn't get the pink moon this time around, you'll be able to get it next year. So again, just a guess, just a prediction. Let me know what you think of these watches, the Moonshine gold versions. You know, it's a fun watch. It's not too serious of a watch. It gives you that Speedmaster aesthetic for a bargain price. Look, I never would pay what a real Speedmaster is worth. I'm not much of a fan of Omega, but this gives me that aesthetic. It has helped me understand the Speedmaster in a way that I wouldn't have without having it. You know, the beautiful hands, the way they kind of jump. If you want that Speedmaster experience at a bargain price, this will give it to you. Now, if I really wanted a Speedmaster, this would be a temporary pacifier at best. But I never have wanted to pay thousands for the real thing. And so this kind of gives me the experience. I understand the aesthetic. And for me, who is a hopeless Rolex fanboy, as you know, it's good enough, right? If Rolex ever did something like this with their Submariner, or name the model, oh, I'd be all over it. It would be such a fun casual watch. And the best thing about this is it is sanctioned by Omega, which is kind of cool. You know, when I'm wearing this out, everybody knows it's a Swatch except me, because look, I get this part, right? They give you this because you look down and you see Omega, but not the other people. It's that they know you're wearing a Swatch. I think that's kind of fun. Kind of interesting. Kind of weird bracelet, right? I would change the bracelet, but... All right, went to Beipu in Kyushu and saw the monkeys and went to the aquarium, and a dude there had on a MoonSwatch, and it looked beautiful, Saturn, and he had changed out the strap. Looked really classy. We talked watches. I showed him my Iconaut. He knew what a Tudor was. I explained to his wife about, you know, the Rolex Tudor connection. Anyway, good times. Changed the bracelet, but kind of a cool watch. A little bit overpriced, but it is what it is. Should I sell it? Probably. I feel like it's a watch on borrowed time. It's probably going to break at some point. And the difference between it selling for a premium right now and selling for zero is like, you know, one of these missing plastic pushers, which can happen like that. So, you know, it's fun. It's going to be fun while it lasts, but probably won't last forever. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time. There is a little plastic thing right here, which I'll take off now. And this is it. I'll press the button for the very first time. All right, man. Well, I'm getting ready to have a beer here. Just opened it. So, sounds good to me. I mean, if that is the only thing that they have, then that's all right. And you know what? That could actually be, I don't know, kind of collectible. I'm not sure how many of these they're going to do. Meaning, like, is it going to be a different one each time? In that case, the very, very first sort of Moonshine gold ones with nothing on it could be the best. That could be the ones to have.